Welcome back, Trojan faithful, for game 2 of 2 here in Alice Nelson Arena in Wooster, Ohio, against the Columbus Capitals 2013 select team. So, first game ended with a 1-1 tie, so we split that game. So now we're back for the second game here. 3 13-minute periods. And we will see how everything goes. Be awesome. All right, ready to take the face off here. The Trojans in their alternate black uniforms with the blue helmets. And the yellow Findlay insignia on the front. Mason Cooper out there with Harrison Schaaf and George Homewood. He's got Webb Sloan and Ben Grace on defense. And Finn Biggs in net for game 2 for the Trojans. And puck's knocked back. Ben Grace has it. Crossover to Webb Sloan. Gets it out of the zone, but contact made. No call. No play on the puck, really, but looks like we might actually have a call. Nope, offsides is the call. That coming in from our color commentator and score aficionado, Tim Peterkoski, on today's broadcast. Mace Cooper with the faceoff gets it over to George Homewood, working it up the boards, knocked back, but Cooper kicks it back forward and pokes again, and now George has it. He dumps it into the zone, and he's moving aggressively on the forecheck. Harrison Schaaf on the other side goes to get that puck in the corner. Ben Grace pinched down as well from the defensive end. Cooper dropped back to cover. Puck now being moved along the boards, and a nice move there by Grace and by Cooper to hold it up at the blue line. Puck still in, and now lifted out. Knocked down with the glove by Columbus. Stretch pass over. Nice use of the body there by Webb Sloan. Slow up the impending rush. Knocked around. Mason Cooper knocks it against the boards, and it gets up as the Trojans look to work a breakout. Harrison gets it out into the neutral zone. Cross-ice pass, though, by Columbus as they enter the zone looking for a shot. Shot well above netminder Finn Biggs. And now Cooper working there in the, that was Grace working there in the corner. Cooper by him as well. Columbus with the puck. Takes it behind the net, looking for a centering feed in front. Knocked away by the active sticks of the Findlay defense. Stick lift there, but Webb Sloan avoids it. And now he's going to dump it into the zone as the Trojans will get a change on offense and defense here. Burkhart and Ford out now for defense. Peterkoski as a winger along with Beach. Puck out to Fort. Fort flips it forward over to Peterkoski, who dumps it into the zone, but then knocked back out. Back to Fort, wraps it around wisely, opposite side, plays it off the boards, and then Beach has got a chance at it. Collected, though, by, and knocked back into the zone and offsides as it just crossed the blue line. So, good push there by the Trojans. So, we'll have a neutral zone face-off here, with Laura Teagarden out at center. Out there again with Peterkoski and Beach. Puck knocked side. Beach, nice flip in on the backhand. Gets that deep into the zone. Teagarden in pursuit. Now over to Ryland in the corner. Trying to work that puck around. Then kept in and knocked back to the corner by Henry Ford at the blue line there. Centering pass in front. Couldn't get a stick on it. Now another stick. Shot. Oh, just fanned on. Teagarden had it. Just slid off the end of his stick. Now Columbus going. It's got 3-on-3. Burkhart pushes him to the outside. Good move there and a block of the pass with the stick by Burkhart. Teagarden and Burkhart down there in the corner. Get it up to Beach. Beach knocks it out. Now he's racing. A little bit of interference as a player gets in the way, but no call. Trojans will get a line change. Nichols out there now at center trying to jump that puck. Oh, just missed. Good defense, though, by River Archer, one of the other wingers that just jumped on the ice. Out there as well, still with Peterkoski. They're looking to get across the middle is Columbus. Too many black jerseys back there, though. shoots it wide. Backhand attempt, misses the net. Hank Schwab out there now as well with Nichols and Archer. Eddie Homewood trying to knock this around the net. Centering pass kicked away by Webb Sloan. Good stick work there. And kick back. Now Sloan's got a little bit of room. He's looking to gain some speed. He does. He's got. And shoots it high. He had Hank on the side too. Kept in. Nice effort there by Homewood. From his knees to keep it in. And then Nichols comes up at the blue line. Keeps it in as well. He's looking for some kind of pass. Loses the puck. But trying to regain it back. Archer's got it now with a nice poke check, looking for a centering pass, hits the skates of Columbus defender. Now Columbus looking to break out. Columbus moving it up the boards. They're going to shoot that down the length of the ice. That's going to go wide and should be an icing, and it is. So we're going to bring this all the way back down. With a face off to the glove side. Got a left-handed goaltender now in game 2 for Columbus. Mason Cooper to take the face off for the Trojans. Kicks it over. Harrison Schaaf working along the boards. Knocks it out, but then it gets kicked forward by Columbus. Fort there along with Homewood to prevent a breakaway from happening. Fort just moving it up the boards there, trying to keep it away from them. Nice little shifty pass up to Mason Cooper, who dumps it into the zone, and the Trojans will chase. Nice stick work there in the corner again by Mason Cooper. Strom along the boards. We'll see who comes out with it. Homewood centering pass, but no one there except the defense for Columbus, but great idea. And then knocked off the puck by Harrison was Columbus. Gets that puck up to George Homewood. Goes for a shot taken down. Use of the body by Columbus, but clean play. And we'll move forward. Burkhart's now got it. Tries to knock it in, but still had a couple players in the offensive zone, but not much of a choice there as he had 2 players coming down on him from Columbus. So we'll get ourselves a nice neutral zone face-off here. And Laura Teagarden trying to take that forward. He gets it into the zone, but right to the defense of Columbus. Cross-ice pass. They're moving up the left side now. Turned over. Ryan Pierkowski's got it. He moves it through the neutral zone. And it's knocked out of play, so that should be another neutral zone face-off. Teagarden with the face-off again, tries to knock it forward. Kept in the zone by Findlay, and then kicked out by Columbus as they move up cross center ice. Cross-ice pass, blocked, but still in the zone. Good pressure by Beach on the forecheck. Webb Sloan trying to collect. Puck gets away from him, but knocked away by Teagarden. Beach has it now. He's going to lift it out of his own. Bouncing past the stick of the Columbus defender, and it's a foot race. And Columbus gets back there first. But good forechecking pressure by the Trojans, but then he was able to skate through. The defender of Columbus was. Now we've got 2-on-1, a shot, and it goes just over the shoulder of Finn Biggs, and that's going to be a goal here with 7:06 left in the first. So taking it coast to coast was 14 from Columbus. Good defensive coverage, but just a good shot. Goaltender was ready too, so we'll see if Findlay can bounce back here in this first period. Ricky Nichols out now to take the face-off for the Trojans. He's flanked by Archer and Schwab as forwards. Fort and Eddie Homewood out on defense. Nichols wins the face-off, kicks it back to Fort for the Trojans. He moves it back up the boards on the left-hand side. Pressure with the pass broken up by Schwab, but then Columbus still able to get it into the zone. But now nice little skate work there by Homewood, but then puck bounces off of the back of the goal. Now moved up. Hank Schwab's got it. He's trying to make something happen, gets poked away. Eddie Homewood tries to kick it out of the zone too. Stop. Then a nice cross-ice pass. That's going to go on net, so they're forced to make a stop, so they got to play on. Clearing attempt. Was looking for someone, got all the way through, but on net. So coming up the left-hand side, and a shot wide is Columbus. So knocked behind the net. Ford is there, racing to go get it. He's got a Columbus forward with him too. Stuck along the boards, going just past the goal line. Is Ford now. River Archer trying to get it, and then jumping forward is Homewood, who gets that up to Hank Schwab, who's trying to work this up the boards a little bit, runs into a little resistance from Columbus, but he's able to kick it back down into the zone with a great second effort. Mason Cooper flying out of the bench area on the forecheck, almost picked off by Harrison Shea. Good work there by Ben Grace. Play that puck, makes a little contact, and then they throw it into the zone. So Findlay chasing right now. Good play by Cooper in the corner. But Columbus gathers, and they're moving up the ice. Poked away. By Homewood. And now collected middle of the ice. Mason Cooper trying to get that pass over, but intercepted. But there, nice play by Webb Sloan to knock the puck and the stick away. And good save by Finn Biggs, who was on the ready. Puck going down the length of the ice. Won't hit the line, so Columbus forced to collect. Bringing it down. Good forecheck pressure by Findlay. Kept in the zone by Webb Sloan. He's got Harrison there. Oh, just out of reach. Passes it behind the net. Now cross-ice pass again behind the net. Trying to center it is Harrison. He's looking for somebody up front. Tried to get it out to Ben Grace. Oh, and just tipped away by Columbus. So now Columbus on a 3-on-3, moving down there. Good play with the skate to break it up with Mason Cooper. Now he's going to try to tip it back behind and wrap it around and get it up to George Homewood, who's going to look for a little room. Nice little deke on the outside. He's running up the boards. Tries to get it across and deep into the zone, but tipped away by Columbus. Oh. Sticks caught in. Players hit the ice. Back into the zone. Cross ice. Webb Sloan has it. He's going to collect and wrap it around the net for Findlay. Trying to play it off the boards. Now looking for a little bit of space. Wraps it all the way around the other length of the ice. That's going to go out of the zone. Beach is racing hard. Trying to get to this puck first. Laura Teagarden jumps up after that. Oh, and he gets tripped up, so that's going to be a penalty. Referee's hands go up, and we are going to have a Trojan power play as the player went right for Teagarden and not the puck. Easy call there. So now with 3:32 left in the first period, the next minute and a half will be man advantage for Findlay. So face off to the blocker side of the left-handed goaltender for the Capitals. Mason Cooper to take the face off. He's got Teagarden and Archer out there with him. Or no, Homewood. Teagarden and Homewood. Yep. Shot just wide. Nice shot by Homewood off that face-off win. Burkhart working to keep that back in the zone. He knocks it back towards the middle, but Columbus is able to get a break out to the middle of the ice. And they knock it now down behind the Findlay goal. Centering pass. Missed. And now George Homewood has it. He's skating through neutral ice. He's got some Findlay players with him. He dumps it down around the net. Teagarden's there first in the corner. Looking to try to work it around. Gets it over to Homewood. Sends it out in front. Nobody in the front slot. Over to Burkhart. Burkhart tried to shoot it. Hit off a skate. Tried to throw something towards the net. That hits off a skate from Fort. Fort now moves it forward. Nice move there by Mason Cooper to knock the center off the puck. Pass forward to Laura Teagarden. Kept in by George Homewood. Little elbow there on the backside. Teagarden trying to get after it. Same with Homewood. They've still got it. They're moving it down the corner. Teagarden set up in the slot. Now Cooper over to the opposite edge. As Columbus is looking to clear, they're going to go up the middle. Nice job by Ricky Nichols to knock the player off that puck. Now Mason Cooper's got it. He flips it up the boards, but it hits the referee. Both teams at full strength right now. Oh, and there's nothing but interference on that play, but no call. Oh, we do have a call. So at 87 going to the box, they're going to call a trip on that. So again, with 1:49 left, your Trojans are going to go on the power play here, down 1-0 in the first. See if they can even up that score as we get a face-off to the left-hand side of the rink here. Ricky Nichols takes face-off for the Trojans. Takes face-off. Archer over to Peter Koski. Shot just goes wide. Nichols and Archer down in the corner battling for it. Rylan Pierkowski trying to cut that pass off in the front. Good thought. Webb Sloan collects that at the neutral zone, trying to get around. Doesn't get around. Bouncing back and forth off the board, sticks and skates as it gets knocked back. Eddie Homewood hustling back to touch up on this puck. Looking for players to pass it to. No stick for Webb Sloan. Shot. Sticked aside by Finn Biggs. Rylan Pierkowski's got some space. He dumps it towards the middle. Cross ice. Goes to the opposite corner. And they're going to wrap it around. Columbus tries to center. They do. Get out of the zone. Nice pass break up by Ricky Nichols on the back check there. As Columbus trying to get a shot. Oh, centering pass in front, missed. Hank Schwab just trying to clear it. Oh, that was called in. Shot from the point, great save by Finn Biggs. Saw it all the way. In great position. Wrapped around now. And with a hold, but no call. As Findlay tried to move on that puck. Hank Schwab there tried to make a move on them in a forecheck. And that centering pass for Columbus is kicked aside by Findlay. Now moving it up the boards, Ben Grace. And a shot from Columbus from the face-off circle on the left-hand side. Goes errant, collected, but time will expire, so that'll bring us to the end of the first. 1-0 here, Columbus over your Findlay Trojans. Join us in a little bit for the second period. Welcome back to the start of the second period. Teams have switched sides. Laura Teagarden now takes face-off for the Trojans. And we'll drop the puck. Teagarden kicks it aside, but collected by Columbus. He's trying to get it over the Beach on the wing. Now Beach has it. Now he's going to move forward. He gets tripped up. Columbus with a 2-on-1 situation. Great defense by Fort. Now Teagarden's got it. He's looking for a little bit of space. He's getting hooked, but no call. But way to push forward. Sent into the zone by Rylan Peterkowski. Errant pass tipped away. Columbus still able to get it back and move it into the zone. Good defensive presence there by Fort and by Grace. Making sure all the guys were covered there close to the goal. Another clearing attempt thwarted by the Stripes today. And second time this game so far. Ben Grace jumped up, intercepted that. Man, it just keeps hitting the skates of Findlay players. Just can't seem to get the puck out of the zone. And the skate of a referee again. That's the third one. So unfortunate there as Findlay player went to go make a play on the puck, had to cut back because it went off the referee's skates, inadvertently runs into a Columbus player, gets called for the roughing penalty. So, third time, skate bouncing off of, or a puck bouncing off of skates. And inadvertently impacted the Trojans, whether it was trying to clear the zone or just make a play on the puck. Face-off, Mason Cooper on the face-off there. Cleared out. Nice job by the defense to tie up that effort on the shot. Crossed over to the point. Looking in front for a pass. Scooted aside and then shot wide. Webb Sloan has it. He's going to lift this puck up. Gets caught by the defense. That's going to exit the zone. Errant pass by Columbus. They're going to be forced to reset. And Homewood racing through. Nice battle there against a much bigger player. Push that puck forward for the Trojans. And Fort there with the intercept. And now Mason Cooper gets it across center line and knocks it deep into the zone. 50 seconds left here on the penalty kill for the Trojans. Down 1-0. There was almost a hook, but nothing called. But George Homewood with a nice play on the puck there. Tried to get a shot off. Hit the stick of the Columbus defender. And then now this one, Mason Cooper jumps it up in there, interrupts that play. And then George Homewood able to push that down deep into the zone. And now over here, nice play by Webb Sloan to pinch that down and keep it in the zone further. And now knock a player off the puck there. Now a cross-ice pass by Columbus. Burkhart there, nice, stops that at the blue line, forces them to come out, or else they'd be offside. So good defense here on the penalty kill by the Trojans. They knock it back, but not back far enough that it's icing. As Columbus works in their zone, and it's kept in by Webb Sloan. Tying it up again. Again, just killing clock. Findlay at full strength. Now it's go time, guys. See if they can get in there. Now Columbus moving up the middle of the ice. Centering pass knocked out by Webb Sloan. Now in the forecheck is Findlay. Knocked back again, but Webb Sloan has it, knocks it off the boards. Stopped by Columbus, but then still kept in the zone. Shot, backhand attempt, stick block by the Trojans. Ricky Nichols trying to move that puck forward now, and then Columbus passes it. Now Webb Sloan's got it, trying to work it up the boards. Stick got caught up in the player. River Archer's got it, he chips it forward through the neutral zone. Now he's in pursuit, along with Ricky Nichols. Looking for the pass, Webb Sloan intercepts. He's going to take it himself, getting hacked at. Goes right back to him, oh, and puck poked away. Battling for the Trojans, but Columbus comes up with it as they move through neutral ice again. Looking for a backhand attempt. Nothing doing as they shut it down, and Finn Biggs is able to cover this. As Columbus players don't like that their shot was stopped, so they start getting a little chippy here, but Findlay able to keep their cool. Now Teagarden with the face-off for the Trojans. They try to move it forward. Nice block. Beach has it. Beach on the forecheck. Shot! Oh, just over the glove, just wide. Looking for a centering pass. Oh, held up. Had a shot. Good centering pass to Teagarden, but just couldn't hang on to it. Gloved away on that flip pass. Heads-up move by Henry Fort. Now puck back in the zone. Hank Schwab there to collect. He's surveying options. He goes to move it forward. Teagarden knocks it out into neutral ice. Now Homewood back. And just over the stick of a Findlay forward. 14 with the second goal of the game. That was a long shot from the top face-off circle. Just beat blocker side of Findlay goaltender Finn Biggs. So Findlay now down 2-0 here. 7:54 left in the second. Mason Cooper with the face-off for the Trojans. Takes over to Harrison, but knocked back by Columbus. Now Columbus trying to move up through the neutral zone along the boards. They do. Evades Webb Sloan, and then Burkhart comes in to poke the puck away, and Finn Biggs able to cover. And we will have a face-off down to the blocker side of Findlay goaltender Biggs. Mason Cooper again with the face-off. Knocked back for Columbus. Tries to take a shot. Clear, but Burkhart stops that. Shot from the point. Now it's up to Mason Cooper. He's looking for a little bit of room as he's trying to push. And he gets around the defense. Now he's looking for a potential shot, trying to center. And it's covered by the Columbus goaltender. So we'll have a face-off to the far side of your screen here. Mason Cooper with the face-off for the Trojans. Fancy footwork on the ice there by Perry. All right. Face-off Columbus trying to clear. Kept in by Findlay. Webb Sloan tries to dump it in. Just gets obliterated by contact. So this is coming down on the other end. They wave it off. Oh, no. They call an icing, which they should have. It was knocked back by Columbus. I'm surprised they let it go that far. But Burkhart trying to race with the Columbus player. Got to it first, so icing the call. Right. Mason Cooper on the face-off for the Trojans. Back to Sloan. Sloan fires a shot. Oh, it just goes off the skate of Cooper and just wide of the net. Burkhart and Homewood over there along the boards. Now, going by Cooper. Burkhart pokes it back in. Now knocked away by Columbus. Sloan and Cooper back there. Nice block with the skate by Cooper. Slaps it around the boards. Collected by Columbus. Looking for a shot. They try, but pushed away. Eddie Homewood's got it. He goes middle now. He's looking for a shot. He gets knocked away. Shot on net. Blocked. Puck still loose. No calls yet. Goaltender doesn't have his stick. Oh, back check. No call. Centering pass. Knocked away. Somehow goaltender got his stick, but he never left the crease. Don't know how that happened. We'll have to go back and check that on the video. Sloan wrapping it down around there, trying to keep it in. Now Homewood's got it. Centering pass to Nichols. Trying to get a shot off. Pokes away. Then Grace keeps the puck in. Dumps it back down a little bit further. Nichols is down there now trying to get it. They wrap around the boards. Nice tie-up by Nichols there in the middle. Puck is loose. Puck is free. Schwab fires a shot. Oh, just wide. But here comes Archer. Throws one at the net. It's in front. Oh, just knocked away. Ben Grace keeps it in. Fires one towards the net. Stopped by Columbus. Columbus forced to clear. If this goes wide, this could be an icing. And it goes through the crease, so puck is live. Hank Schwab battling in the corner along with Henry Fort and Ricky Nichols. Schwab gets it now. Knocked out. Oh, kept in by Columbus. Fires a shot. River Archer took that off the knee. Great block. Now works in the corner. Columbus trying to center. Nothing going. Couldn't get the stick on the puck to get a clear shot. Biggs was there as well. Tied up. Knocked in front. Blocked again. Active sticks by the defense. Hank Schwab wraps it around opposite end of the ice. Poked away now. River Archer's got it. He's got a little bit of room. He's pushing. He's pushing. He takes a shot. It goes just wide. Findlay back in there now. Grace down, centering pass. Oh, intercepted by Columbus, but good active stick by River Archer. Pokes that away. It's still loose. Collected by Columbus. We've got just over 4 minutes left here in the second. Findlay down 2-0, trying to get something to happen. Cross ice pass. Broken up by Findlay. Goes back to the opposite corner. Poked forward, but collected off the boards by Columbus, but knocked away. And a shot wide, but gloved by Finn Biggs, who had a Columbus player right there trying to tip that in. Good save by Finn. Keep this 2-goal game. Teagard now with the face-off for the Trojans. Cycling it is Columbus. Hand gloved away was that shot by Eddie Homewood. Knocked to the corner now around the boards. Chips back up deep into the zone. Columbus does with the puck. Eddie Homewood cycles back, looking for a little room. He's got some space. Oh, gets poked away though. Cross ice pass, centering. Collected now by Mason Cooper. Or no, this is Mason Beach. Sorry, he's moving up the boards. Sends it in deep. Great move as he's racing to get it. Player gets handsy. There's a hand up. And you can't grab a player's shoulder while he's skating for the puck. That's interference, folks. So that'll be a penalty. And so your Trojans will go on the power play here with 3 minutes and 18 seconds left here in the second period. Let's see if they can cut this deficit in half. Good hustle by Mason Beach. Of course, the Columbus player make a decision, and he did not make the best one, leading himself to be in the box. So Mason Cooper to take the face-off for the Trojans. Tries to kick it back again off a referee skate, but comes back to Cooper, pushing around to Harrison. Harrison now playing along the boards. Along with Mason Cooper, Webb Sloan jumps up, trying to push this puck forward. Now Harrison's got it, tries to take a shot. Oh, back poked away by Columbus. Bodies flying all over the place. Sloan's got it, collects it, looking for a little bit of room, trying to move it forward, could just try to dump the puck behind the net again. Columbus now moving up, centering pass, but just goes errant. Eddie Homewood there, getting hooked all over the place by that Columbus player, but no call. Columbus now with a shot blocked. Mason Cooper sends it out of the zone. Harrison there trying to get it. Webb Sloan's got it now. Now he's got some room, so he's going to look to move it up the ice. Gets across center ice, sends it deep into the zone. Here comes Harrison down to try to get the puck. Nice job holding it below. Eddie's got it. No one up top. Great idea. Good centering pass. Just didn't have the body there to help. Bud Sloan looking for someone to pass to. Passes up to River Archer. Knocks it into the offensive zone, but then knocked back again. Now Columbus is racing. 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Columbus now at full strength. Webb moves it forward to Ricky Nichols. Nice cross ice pass to River Archer, who leaves it back there for Nichols. Nichols has got two guys with him. Sends it back for Hank. Tries to get a shot off, but held up by the defense of Columbus. Now move forward. Knocked away, poked away by Henry Fort. Good active stick there by Fort. Gets it up to Hank. Trying to get it forward, but hits a player for Columbus. Bounces back to the center line. But now Schwab there again, battling along the boards. Fort knocks it forward. River Archer's there. He's going to try to push this forward. Now he's got it behind, looking for a centering pass just off the skate of a Columbus player. Ricky Nichols now has it, dumps it back behind the net. Archer trying to get it, but Columbus gets to it first. Now Columbus looking to pressure. Nice stick work by Fort on the defense. Gets it up to Archer, who gets it up to Ricky Nichols. who gets it up to Webb Sloan, who's pushing. He's got his guy beat. He's going to try to backhand. And that is loose. Oh, and a save. Knocks the net off, in fact, says the goaltender. Wise words there from Coach Perry. Got to follow the shots. 35 seconds left here in the second period. Findlay down 2-0. But we've got a offensive zone face-off here. Let's see if Teagarden can get it back to one of the Trojans here for a shot. Tries to kick it forward. No, but knocked away. But Columbus collects. Nice defense there by Burkhart to get that puck away in the neutral zone. Now he moves it up the length of the ice. That was touched, but nope. They are going to call icing on that. So with 21 seconds left here, well, just under 20 seconds left, we are going to head down to the opposite end of the ice here. Puck is dropped, goes back out to the point for Columbus. Shot fired. Nice pad save and cover by Finn Biggs. .8 seconds left here in the second period. Nichols with the face-off for the Trojans. Powered by Record, trying to get it forward. Trying for a shot, errant shot, down to the corner. Couple seconds left. Good job by Ford on the defensive end. Shot off the shoulder of Biggs. Good block and save. That'll bring us to an end of the second period here. 2-0 Columbus currently, but we still got one more period of hockey left, so hang tight for that as the teams will talk, change sides, and we'll get right back to you. All right, folks, welcome back to the start of the third period. Mason Cooper takes face off for the Trojans. He's got George Homewood and Harrison Chafe with him. If they move forward, puck bounces over Ben Grace's stick, but knocked out by Webb Sloan. Up to Harrison Chafe, who gets it out of the zone. George Homewood trying to get through it, just avoids the referee again. Another impediment there by the Stripes today. Just kind of a random day for that, odd one. Trying to push it forward is Columbus. Move forward by Webb Sloan. He's got a little room. He's looking for a shot. Trying to take one just a little too late. Got blocked with a Columbus player in front. Grace has it, trying to move it forward. Now held up along the boards. Webb Sloan trying to work through, along with Harrison Chafe. But now it's off the skate of Mason Cooper, and now collected by Harrison, and now collected by Grace. Knocked forward by Homewood, and then eventually knocked into the zone by Columbus. Cooper battling behind the net for the puck. He's just getting elbowed to death back there. Centering pass off the skate of Mason Cooper. Now working it forward to Harrison Chafe, but bounced off the boards a little too hot, so Columbus defense wraps it back around behind the net. Centering pass blocked. Another shot, blocked. And Ben Grace clears it. Moves that puck up to George Homewood, who dumps it back into the zone. And now Ricky Nichols is chasing. Now looking for a pass way behind the defense. Here's a breakaway. And an evasive move beats the Findlay goaltender to bring this game to a 3-0 lead for Columbus. Here with 11:27 left in the third. They've been cherry picking all game. Finally worked out for them. We'll see if Findlay can bounce back here. Ricky Nichols with the face-off for the Trojans. Gets it back to Henry Fort on the defense. Gets that out of the zone. Offsides should have been the call, but no call. All right, move forward to River Archer, who gets it forward to Ricky Nichols, but off of his skate. Couldn't collect it. Nice held in by Hank Schwab. Moves it forward to Ricky Nichols. Fires, takes a shot. Glove save by the Columbus goaltender. So Nichols again to take the face off. He's got Archer and Schwab out there with Homewood and Fort for defense. Referees checking the Findlay goal. Seemed to be off the peg there for a moment, so they got that reset. Now looks like we're going to drop the puck. Nichols with the face-off, gets it back to Archer, takes a shot, bounces off a skate in front and across the crease. Puck held in by Findlay, and now out, has to exit the zone, thrown in prematurely, and so offsides is the call, so we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Findlay will change lines here. Teagarden with the face-off for the Trojans. Tries to jump it forward with the face-off deep, but just a little too far. Now Columbus moving it up the zone. Homewood with a nice stop there. There's Eddie Homewood on the defensive end. Keep that puck from moving forward. Findlay gets it back into the zone. Mason Cooper, forechecking, pokes that away, but then loses footing, but still battling for it is Findlay. Down the corner. Now going across the other side. Good pinch there by Eddie Homewood to keep that in. Then it looks like we're going to have a penalty or an offsides or something. Well, they are going to call a penalty on Findlay. We'll see what that call is going to be. Well, they're going to call a hook on that. So Findlay will be on the penalty kill now for the next minute 30. They've got Sloan and Burkhardt out there on defense, and Peter Kowski and Teagarden out there on offense. Puck knocked aside. Now Columbus collects. Looking to go cross ice with it. Nice, aggressive block there by Teagarden. Get that puck out of the zone. Peter Kowski with a nice stick block there on the forecheck. Getting a little aggressive there with a man down. Made the play though. Now they bring it up the side of the ice. Centering pass intercepted by Webb Sloan. Just trying to get the puck out, but gets poked away. But now Teagarden's got it. He's going to do a nice little gypsy doodle around, confuse the defense here. And try to work it up the boards. So he's met with resistance as he's outnumbered by Columbus. Centering pass, nobody could connect on it, so goes cross ice. Peter Kowski gets it up towards the top of the zone. That errant shot from the defense, Burkhardt's got, so he's going to push, and he gets it out of the zone. Sends it all the way down the length of the ice. That touched the player's stick, but they're still calling icing. So we're going to bring this back the other way. Mason Cooper out to take the face off for the Trojans now. Horton Sloan out there for defense. And we've got George Homewood out there. Now we've got a 3-on-2. Webb Sloan's going. He's got some room. He's looking for somebody to pass it to. 20 seconds left here in the penalty kill. Nobody home. Mason Cooper now poking that away in neutral ice. Now Cooper sends it down. Cleared away. As they had an attempt to play it was Columbus. So now here's 14. He likes to go coast to coast. Let's see if he can do it again. Nice stick work there by Henry Fort to poke that puck away. Fort again gets in the way of another shot attempt. Centering pass. And your Findlay Trojans are back at full strength. Homewood sends it in, bounces it off the goaltender. He's been giving up rebounds. We just need to get some bodies there. And it's frozen, so we're going to have a face-off with 8:25 left here in the third. See if Findlay can put something in the back of the net here soon. Break the scoring open. Face off by Ricky Nichols, trying to get it back to the defense, but knocked aside by Fort, gloves it down, but then sent the length of the ice. This should be an icing, folks. That's going to get there. Nope, I guess not, so they're going to play on. Waved off, held in by Columbus. Shot, steered aside by Finn Biggs. Moved up the boards by Fort. Now Grace has it, tries to get it over to Archer. Archer tries, but he gets tripped up going in. Cross ice pass intercepted by the Trojans. Whipped aside and back into the zone by Ricky Nichols. Then errant pass, cross ice by Columbus. Moved aside and up the boards. Grace to Archer. Out of the zone. Harrison couldn't handle it. He was trying. Ricky Nichols there on the forecheck. Now Harrison there pushing it through. Now Harrison's in. Now River Archer's got it. He puts a shot on net. It's loose. And finally collected and covered by the goaltender of Columbus. Been letting a lot of pucks loose. Finlay just get some guys there and have a couple tapping goals there. See if they can jump on some of those pucks here, coming up with about 7 minutes left here in the third. Teagard now with the face-off for the Trojans. He's flanked by Schwab and Beach. Bounces funny off the boards. Teagarden trying to get it. Knock it back into the zone. Hank's got it now. Tries to move it in a little bit more forward, but just mishandled, bouncing off tons of skates. Burkhart's got it now. He knocks it back, jumps up to make a play. Now good. Back check. Now Teagarden's got it, sends it across ice. Burkhart's got it now. He's looking to get it out of the zone, but he's met up by a Columbus player, and the referee is in the way. So he's really got nowhere to go. That's the 5th time in this game that the referees have unfortunately been in the way. And crashing the net with no concern for anybody else is Columbus knocking in the Findlay players. So Mason Cooper out there now to take the face off for the Trojans. He's flanked by Peter Koski and George Homewood. Burkhart and Sloan out there on defense. Shot from the point, knocked aside by Burkhart. Columbus has it, another shot, wide.
Go get it!
Burkhart's got it. He's going to look to move it up the boards. Held in by Columbus, then tipped away. Trying to collect it was Cooper. Couldn't get a handle on it. Now collected by Peter Koski. Nice pass forward to George Homewood. He's trying to get some room. He gets around the defender. He takes a shot. It's it! Mason Cooper with a shot. Oh, he got tripped up. No call. Now we've got a odd man rush here. Columbus trying to get it. Nice play on the puck. Webb Sloan Oh, hand up. They're going to call a penalty on that. Oh, there was, apologies, that was on George Homewood, who made a good play on the puck. So now 5:39 left here in the third. Findlay down 3-0 there on the penalty kill now. Mace Cooper gets it over to Webb Sloan, now back. Fumbled over around. Ricky Nichols has it. Shot goes wide. Errant pass by Columbus. Ricky Nichols is racing towards it. Along the boards, oh, just couldn't get a handle on it. Mason Cooper back there too. Now he's trying to fight for it. Webb Sloan's got it. He dumps it down further. That puck gets knocked back. Now Columbus has it. One man charging forward for Columbus, but sticked aside by Eddie Homewood. Nice work there. Laura Teagarden gets it over to Webb Sloan, who gets it up the length of the ice, but intercepted by Columbus. Then knocked away by Eddie Homewood. Now collected by Webb Sloan. Nice little nifty move, gets it forward. Laura Teagarden's got it. He's got it up to River Archer, trying to get ahead. Oh, just sticked aside by the defense of Columbus. Now intercepted by Eddie Homewood, knocked in, but then again off of a skate of Columbus. Now Fort's back there coming off the bench, trying to get a stick on it. He does, he knocks it away. Great effort there by Henry Fort. Centering pass, knocked through and aside. Now Eddie Homewood's got it. He's trying to move it along the boards. He does, he moves it up. Held in by Columbus, but knocked forward by George Homewood. He's got a head of steam. He takes a shot, just kicked aside, but he's still battling for the puck down there. Gets it up to Hank Schwab, rips a shot in front. Oh, just wide. Archer tried to get a stick on it. Now Fort tries to get it over there. He does, he holds it against the boards, wraps it back in. Now over there, trying to get a breakaway, but George hustles back. Nice hustle by Homewood. Trying to make a play on the puck there, and then sticked away by Ben Grace. Great defensive effort there by the Trojans. Oh, mishandled pass, but couldn't capitalize on it with Findlay. Ben Grace, nice play on the puck again to move it forward. Nice cross-ice pass to Hank Schwab, trying to get it up and down into the zone. Ricky Nichols is there. He's looking to make a move, trying to make something happen. Oh, just loses his footing, but Hank Schwab's there. He's going to take a shot. He takes a shot off the defender. Mason Beach trying to get something on it. Took a funny bounce. He throws one at the net. Going front with a shot. Oh, shot blocked. Ricky Nichols tried to get a stick on that one too. Jumping up on the defensive end is Henry Fort. He's got a shot. He takes one off the blocker. Beach there trying to pass. And now with another cross-ice pass is Columbus. They're trying to make another move on it, and they do. And with 2:24 left here in the third, that's going to put them up 4-0. His long cross-ice pass on the cherry picking has been a problem today. Mason Cooper out to take the face off for the Trojans now. He's got Homewood and Chafe with him. And Homewood tried to take that forward, ran into a couple players for Columbus. Now Webb Sloan's got it back on the defense. He's got a little bit of breathing room, so he's going to take this forward, and he's going to dump it up and around. Harrison's chasing behind the net, trying to make something happen. That gets pumped forward and out of the zone, but Webb Sloan collects in neutral ice. And he's looking for some breathing room. He gets it over to Harrison. Harrison takes a shot. Oh, off the leg pad and collected by Columbus. Now Burkhart there trying to keep it in. He does. Now he's battling along the boards. Columbus knocks it out, but Homewood's got it, but then it's tipped away. And then pass forward. But a nice move by Webb Sloan, who's now kicking again with a head of steam. He gets tripped up. No call. He gets knocked over. No call. And now they're still pushing. And Sloan's got it back. Takes a shot. Goes wide. George Homewood has it now, too. Looking for a place to pass in the center. Gets blocked by Columbus. Nice jump up there by Mason Cooper. Waiting for everybody to get on sides. Good play. Gets it back to Burkhart. Fires a shot forward. Bounces off a couple people into the slot. George Homewood takes a shot. It's knocked wide. Minute left to play here. Burkhart tries to keep it in. Knocks it away. But then collected by Columbus. But then an active stick. Offsides. If it wasn't going to be offsides, I'd say it'd be interference. So offsides is the call. It's 61 for Columbus. Artfully got in the way of the defense on that play. Teagarden with the face-off for the Trojans gets knocked forward and out. Now Rylan Peterkowski's got it. He's got a head of steam, gets off center ice, or across center ice, and dumps it deep into the zone. River Archer is there on the forecheck trying to get something to happen. Oh, it comes right out and sent back in behind the net by Eddie Homewood. Good heads-up play there. Bounces funny off the boards. Fort goes up to make a play. Now he's going to try get a pass over to Archer in front. Oh, blocked. Puck's still there. Knocked around in front. 20 seconds left. Interference. No call. Again. Offsides. Almost. Offsides by a mile. There we go. With just under 10 seconds left in the game, we'll have a neutral zone face-off here. Teagarden with the face-off for the Trojans. Trying to get something to go here in the closing seconds of the game. Archer's got it. Now knocked away, and that'll be the game, folks. So game 2 goes to Columbus. The score of 4-0. Game 1 was a split 1-1 with some really close potential goals by Findlay at the end that were not called. So we go 0-1-0 this weekend. Look forward to our tournament games in Grand Rapids next weekend, so tune in for those. Thank you very much.